Hey friends, I'm Gabby from LA. Please like and subscribe. I lived in a super posh neighborhood with my rich single mom who always adored me and said I was the prettiest. She even showed me off in front of all her friends. Look at her. Isn't she like an angel? Touch her skin. It's baby soft. It's my daughter's birthday. For God's sake, stop showing off your daughter. But Mom never listened to anyone. As I grew older, Mom just grew more protective of me. Gabby, why are you out in the sun? And get away from these dirty kids. Mom, they're my friends and we were just playing. Mates, get her inside and give her a shower. Now! Mom was crazy when it came to keeping my beauty safe. Since I was always indoors, I'd just end up watching TV. And it became my favorite thing to do. I loved watching how people acted and I always tried to imitate them. And my passion for acting grew stronger when I joined the drama club right from first grade. And I was super popular in my class. Once during the school play, I was reciting the most emotional lines when I heard kids scream, "Run! Run! There's a snake in here!" Everyone started running out of the auditorium in panic. But just then, I spotted a boy from my class hiding in the corner and shivering in fear. I grabbed his hand and we both ran outside. But as soon as we were far enough, he shook my hand and ran away. What a weirdo. His name was Alan, and he was so quiet that I'd never noticed him much. But I saw in the next few days that he always sat alone, and the other kids from class kept picking on him. "Why are you occupying the entire table when you don't have any friends? Get out of here." "Well, I'm his friend and I'm gonna eat with him. You guys go someplace else." The other kids left, but just as I sat down, Alan walked away too. Ugh, I wasn't gonna bother being nice if he kept being a jerk. Later that afternoon, I was waiting to be picked up when I heard someone sobbing in the parking lot. I was shocked to see it was Alan. "Hey, are you okay?" But he shook my hand off his shoulder and I lost my patience. "What's your problem? If you want to keep everything to yourself, fine. But you could be nice to the people who care. I lost my dog, okay? He was my only friend. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be rude, but I've never had any friends, and I just don't know how to talk to people." "Hey, chill, it's okay. I'm sorry about your dog, and maybe we can be friends." He looked surprised, but then he nodded with a smile, and suddenly it started raining. We both ran to the school building, and he held up his bag to cover me from the rain. From that day on, we became good friends. I even invited him to my place soon and introduced him to Mom, but she wasn't too happy about it. "He doesn't seem like he's from a good family, Gabby. You should stay away from kids like that." "He's my friend, and I don't care about anything else." Grades passed by, and my bond with Alan grew stronger. We went together on school trips, and he came to watch all my plays. In the 8th grade, I played the lead for the school's annual function. After the play was over, Alan came running backstage and hugged me. "You were amazing, Gabby. I couldn't take my eyes off you tonight. Here, these are for you. And I wanted to tell you." But before he could finish, a man came running and moved Alan aside. "Bravo! Bravo! You are amazing out there, little girl. I can't wait to sign you for my upcoming short film." "Short what?" The man introduced himself as a big producer and looked so eager to sign me for some big lead role. Just then, Mom came from behind me, screaming in excitement. "That's just awesome, Gabby. Say yes." I was too stunned to speak, so I could only nod my head. Then I looked around for Alan, but he was nowhere to be seen. The next day, I waited for him at school, but he didn't show up. But when the driver was taking me back home, I saw Alan walking on the pavement in the rain. I asked the driver to stop the car and ran to him. "Are you crazy? Where are you going in this rain?" He was hesitant to speak, and I could tell something was up. "What is it, Alan? Even yesterday you were going to say something, but then you vanished." "I like you, Gabby, okay? I really do. But when I saw you getting the chance to live your dream, I couldn't bring myself to tell you about my feelings. I didn't want to ruin anything." "No, Alan, you're not ruining anything. In fact, I like you too." I pulled him close and kissed him gently. And after that day, we started dating. But things took a wild turn when my first short film became a hit. I became a rising star overnight. After that, I had to travel a lot to promote my projects. And the best part was, I could take Alan with me and enjoy these trips like perfect dates with him. One time, I took him to a shoot, and just as some of the reporters were interviewing me, Alan came running in with a box of desserts.
Here, I got you these.
Suddenly, all the cameras turned to Alan, and he just ran out of there. When the reporters asked who he was, Mom spoke up before me.
Oh, he's just an errand boy for my beautiful daughter.
Mom! I wanted to tell them the truth, but then I thought of all the unnecessary media attention Alan would get. I decided it was best if they didn't know. But the next morning, Mom woke me up with shocking news. There were pictures of me and Alan kissing all over the newspapers with the caption, "Young millionaire actress dating her errand boy."
You're just starting to get a name in Hollywood, Gabby. And you want to spoil it all for this poor boy? There are so many rich actors you can date.
Stop it, Mom. Why are you…
I don't want to hear anything. Alan's got no class, and I want you to break up with him.
Of course I wasn't going to do that. Now that it was already in the news, I was going to date Alan publicly, and Mom just had to accept it. Soon after, it was Alan's 16th birthday, and I had a really important award function the same day. So I decided to take him along with me and introduce him to everyone. It's gonna be so much fun, and I even got this Gucci suit specially made for you.
But you know I hate crowds, and all that media attention, I don't think…
Oh, come on, Alan. For me, please. Just this time. He agreed, and we both went to the award night together. I could see Alan was really nervous in front of all those cameras, so I held his hand tight. Later, I was posing for a solo shot, but then suddenly, Alan stepped on my dress and I tripped over and fell face flat. Everyone started laughing and clicking pictures, and I felt so embarrassed. On our way back home, Alan apologized to me, but seeing all the memes and posts going viral on social media, I just lost it. Why did you do that, Alan?
What? It was an accident. Why are you being so weird about this?
Because it's a big deal for me.
Right. It's always about you, isn't it, Gabby? You're the superstar, but what about me? I'm a person with feelings too. Have you ever thought about me in all of this?
Stop it, Alan. I've always thought of you, taking you everywhere with me and getting you the best things so you won't feel left out.
But I don't want your money or your grooming or any of that popularity, Gabby. I went everywhere with you because I loved you, not because I enjoyed it. But I can't do this anymore. I want to break up.
I couldn't believe my ears, but I could tell he was serious. After that day, I never saw Alan again. He even left school, and I felt so heartbroken for months. Mom tried to cheer me up by taking me out for parties and movies, but I just kept myself busy with work. And over the years, my career reached amazing heights. On my 22nd birthday, I went on to volunteer in a campaign for orphan kids, when suddenly, one of the kids lost consciousness. Just then, a guy came running and gave him CPR and saved the kid's life. I learned that he was Paxton, a super rich music producer who worked in the film industry. What you did today was really amazing.
I'm the one amazed, actually. It's the first time I'm seeing a rich actress volunteer for a campaign without any cameras.
Well, it just makes me happy. I'm sure that's why you're here too. He smiled and we got talking, and he seems like a really genuine guy. A few days later, I was working on my next movie when I learned that Paxton was the one producing music for it, and I was super excited to work with him. We often met on sets, and I loved hanging out with him. We became really close in no time, and even Mom could see it.
I guess someone's in love.
Oh, come on, Mom, we're just good friends. But Mom wasn't one to give up so easily. The next morning, Paxton was at my door because Mom invited him over for breakfast. We were having a good time until Mom showed him all of my embarrassing childhood photos, and I felt really awkward. No, please, stop it, Mom.
You look really cute in all of these.
His words always gave me butterflies, and soon after that, we even started dating. Then one night after our movie premiere, Paxton took me out and proposed to me. I was shocked because it all felt too soon, but Paxton treated me like a princess and he was just perfect. So I said yes and we got engaged. Then a few days later, I had a shoot in a public place, and just as I got down from my van, a crazy fan came and held me from behind. I tried to get rid of him, but just then someone came forward and punched him. As he pulled me to the side, I saw that it was Alan. The security guards took the crazy fan away, and Alan made me sit down.
Are you okay? Did he hurt you anywhere?
No, I'm all right. But what are you doing here? It's been
6 years, I know. And I'm here because I'm the CEO of this company.
He was the freaking CEO? Later, when my shoot was over, he took me to a cafe and told me how he'd developed an app soon after high school and worked his way to build this company. I'm really proud of you, Alan. You made it so big.
Yeah, your mom was a big motivation in it.
My mom?
The day our pictures were posted in the newspaper, I came to check up on you. But I heard your mom shouting how I was this poor kid with no class who didn't deserve you.
What?
Ever since that day, I decided I was going to work really hard and be a man good enough to deserve you, Gabby. I loved you, and I still do.
Suddenly, I realized how much I'd missed him. But I had to keep my head straight because I was getting married to Paxton soon. Please stop, Alan. You broke up with me, and that's the truth. And it's too late. I'm engaged to someone else now. I showed him the ring on my finger, and his face turned pale, and I just left. Then a few days later, I went to try on wedding dresses with Paxton, but just as I stepped out of the changing room, I was shocked to see Alan, who was staring right back at me. Alan, what are you doing here?
I came with a friend. He wanted to get a suit for his wedding.
Suddenly, Paxton came over with a bouquet of roses in his hands.
Look, babe, I got these to go with your dress.
But suddenly, Alan leapt forward.
Get those away from her. She's allergic to roses.
Paxton looked really shocked, but after I introduced Alan to him as my old friend, he ended up inviting Alan for the wedding. Before leaving the shop, I told Alan he didn't have to come.
I'm leaving for London that night, Gabby, for good. And even if I wasn't going, I wouldn't be able to see the love of my life get married to another man.
The pain in his words broke my heart. On the day of my wedding, I was walking down the aisle, but I kept thinking about Alan so much it was driving me crazy. And when I looked up at Paxton, I knew I couldn't do this.
What's wrong, Gabby?
I can't do this. I like you, Paxton, but
you love Alan, don't you? When I saw you with him the other day, I could see it in your eyes, Gabby. You looked at him in a way that you've never looked at me.
I'm so sorry, Paxton.
Don't be, Gabby. If that's where your heart is, then go and get him.
Oh, Paxton. I ran out of the church and got a cab to the airport. When I got there, I was running around looking for Alan when I heard someone call my name.
Gabby?
Alan!
What are you doing here? It's your wedding. You shouldn't be here.
This is where I should be, dummy. With you, the guy I've always loved.